And you mentioned that offsides that you had on that fourth down. When you have a play like that, you're so experienced. The coaches even need to say anything to you, or did they say anything to you? Or is it kind of a thing where you know what you did?
The guy moved. The center gave a little flinch, so I didn't even hear a snap count or anything. I was just going because he flinched, and the refs seemed to disagree. So all my coaches, they all saw it. They were all screaming from the sideline, but the refs seemed to disagree on that one. But I was still upset with myself just because can't do that in situations like that.
How much did you kind of kick yourself after that opening drive? Because you did respond pretty well to that next one.
Yeah, no, I was mad. When I went to the side, I'd missed a tackle. I'd jumped offside, so I don't know what was going through my head, but yeah, that screenplay that I made tackle on kind of jump-started me again, got me back on the right track, I guess you could say.
On the flip side, felt like Robert Hens probably had one of the best games of his career, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, D was balling. I mean, that play he made in the backfield was something we've worked on all week, and then when his number was called, he responded well, so that was good to see.
We saw Felix after his sack in the second quarter really fired up, really letting him have it. We don't see that or hear that as much, but is that usual? Is he usually a guy who let him know when he's beating him regularly?
Felix didn't really talk too much out there, but they were doing a lot of talking today, so I think that kind of got him a little amped up. Had to respond back. There was a lot of jawing going on out there.
Yeah, is that the type of thing where that kind of fuels you guys, where it's like,
oh yeah,
they probably wishing maybe they weren't doing that?
Yeah, it didn't really make sense to me when you're getting beat like that. I don't know why you'd be running your mouth to the opposing team, but they did it a lot. They did the whole game. So.
How do you feel like the front three held up against our offensive line?
I think we did pretty well. I mean, their scheme kind of protected them a lot, just the way they run the ball, a lot of stretches and stuff, and slide protection and pass. So I think they, based off their personnel, they have a good scheme to fit those guys. So they kind of tried to neutralize us, but I think we still played pretty well and made our plays when the opportunities came.